Before I introduce our panelists, I'd just like to touch on some of the initiatives that involve their brands. So Lululemon is known for a non-traditional, much more flexible approach to doing business. And before Lululemon enters a particular market, they actually send people to live and breathe that community. So they encourage these people to take a variety of yoga and athletic classes. And then to identify ambassadors for the brand. And these ambassadors, instructors of some sort, are then asked by Lululemon to host free classes in store, outside the store, for customers. And in exchange, they get all kinds of promotion on the website. They're promoted in-store in a very personal way, and they're also wardrobed by Lululemon. Also different about Lululemon is how they seek to empower store managers. So these store managers actually select their own ambassadors. They do all of their in-store merchandising, and they also decide what their windows are going to look like. So there's no floor set, for instance, that comes out for them to duplicate. It's an interesting way, it's a compelling way really to do business in terms of the fact that they're really putting a lot of trust in the hands of these store managers. But I also think that it's given to Lululemon's employees a sense of enthusiasm about working for the brand that's really kind of rare. And next, Coach has an extremely comprehensive website with a real beautiful sort of editorial feel. They do a great job at promoting Poppy, their more contemporary line that launched earlier this year in June. And they have features such as the gift finder, which allows you to select what you want, what you're looking to find according to things that you like, colors and price point, etc. And that actually recently became available as an iPhone app as well. The Coach website also has really engaging video and a behind the design page, so you're looking at the mood boards from Coach designers. For holiday, Coach has launched its Holiday Blog a Day campaign. And so each day it highlights different blogs that are talking about Coach product. Again, sort of pointing the customer towards something more engaging, more editorial, moving away from its own website and out into the rest of the online world. So I did mention in-store events earlier, and this is just an image from Fashion's Night Out. Coach at the time hired a graffiti artist and a fashion illustrator to draw and paint on these canvas bags that are trimmed with leather. So a nice example of product customization as well. And as a side note, as long as we're talking about Coach, there is also the upcoming launch for fall 2010 of a ready-to-wear line from Reed Krakoff, who is the president and executive creative director at Coach. So very exciting stuff for them. Designer discount website Gilt Group is, of course, known for its invitation-only membership, but it's really developed a much more sophisticated approach to exclusivity online. Not everyone has access to the same sales, so that Gilt Group is able to actually offer a much more targeted experience to some of its 1.8 million members. It's also carved a very significant niche for itself in that it works directly with designers to create product exclusive to its site. And it also stages a number of dinners, events for its VIP customers, and it's always done this. So Gilt Group is really constantly engaging its customer, keeping up with its customer, listening to its customer. It's only 2 years old, but a big business, and recently added Gilt Man, Gilt Fuse, which is contemporary designer sportswear, Jet Setter for luxury travel, and this is the Japanese site. And finally, last but not least, David Carroll, who joins us tonight, is in the midst of a very exciting project. He is launching the Center for Mobile Creativity at Parsons. So this is going to be an academic research lab at Parsons, sustained by grants from Nokia, Apple, and Adobe. And in addition to funding research, the partnership offers guidance and expertise in special software tools to students who are really going to be conducting their own experiments with mobile technology. Many of those students' projects involve RFID tags. That stands for radio frequency identification. And just to kind of define that early in case we start talking about it later, these are tiny little tags that can be sewn inside clothes, for instance, and put inside phones. But they allow communication between the garment, for instance, and an internet device so that you can really track clothing, where it's going, where it's been. So we're looking right now at at a project from Parsons student Woon-hee Choi. And this iPhone app, just to give you a sense of some of the things these students are working on, this iPhone app allows you to inventory your wardrobe and share it with your friends via Facebook. So it adds integration like the weather, your social events calendar, the laundry status of items, and even makes suggestions about what to wear based on trend spotting data that's coming through the internet. So if red shirts are in, it'll find the red shirt for you. Even your mood here can help you to identify what you want to wear. So it's a really kind of compelling, personal way to look at wardrobe organization. And you may not know this, but the Soho Prada store designed by Rem Koolhaas that opened in 2001, Parsons MFA Design and Technology graduates Dirk Platzek and Mariana Sidakny actually designed mobile software for Icon Nicholson. It's a store that's been around for many years, but I mention it because it really is still so much ahead of its time, and it's really kind of a foundational talking point for technology and retail. So here at the Prada store, these RFID tags are used to track inventory so that sales associates don't have to leave the customer in order to check stock levels. The tags can also activate video screens in dressing rooms that display runway images, and they'll also tell you in dressing rooms information based on the merchandise that you have. So customers can then choose to save that information inside their personal profiles in store. So really kind of interesting stuff that may point to the future of in-store technology.